Welcome one and all to my continued playthrough of Gravity Rush Remastered. Today we're going to take on Mission 7 in the main storyline. Hopefully you'll enjoy. Okay, Kat's gonna dress up for this one. Schoolgirl outfit with a weird belly button type thing right in the middle of that jumper. I highly doubt it's just a regular button. I just don't see why it would be a button on a cardigan sort of top and just one roughly where a belly button would be. I don't like it. Shit. I get the feeling I'm going to have to speak to each person on the map. And at this stage in the game, it seems like a majority of the time is spent either just going around the area, picking up crystals, which is fine, that's going to power your character up, or speaking with people. You speak with people before and after missions. Speaking to 6 individuals in this case during this mission. How much actual combat time is there going to be? I mean, we could say that it's very story driven. That's just the way that the story's being delivered. I'm not overly sold on. I get the feeling that a game like Gravity Rush would get people thinking about voice acting again and bring up that discussion of, should games always have voice acting? Should certain games? Would this game have benefited from voice acting? Will people turn away from this game over something as simple as it not having voice acting? It takes very little to put certain people off. I would guess that it has. And from the dialogue sections which I've played through and read through so far, some of it is not very interesting, to be completely blunt about it. Some of these conversations in this mission alone seem a bit bland to me. They don't really do anything. It doesn't help me engage more with Kat. We're probably never going to see these characters again, so they don't matter. And that's what I find to be a crucial problem with what I've experienced so far in this game. In other games where you've got to read the dialogue, let's pick, I don't know, something like a Final Fantasy VII, blast from the past now, but still one of my all-time favourites. A game like that, no dialogue, you read it all. But you were constantly finding out interesting things about the characters that you played as, or the people that you would be facing, you know what I mean, throughout the game, the enemies and such. We still haven't really found out a great deal about Kat, about Raven, or any of these things, and it could be because I'm still hoping that we're 7 missions in. How many missions are in the game? If there's 20, we're almost at the halfway point. A game like this with a lot of fluff dialogue probably could have benefited from voice acting, because then you could sort of just, you know, sit back, listen to what the people have to say, and enjoy that. Enjoy someone acting out those roles. When you're reading it yourself, unlike some of these guys you find on YouTube, which stick on little voices and stuff for each of the characters, I'm not doing that. I'm just reading it in my head with my own voice going over the top. And for that, you really need to have engaging dialogue, which as I say, I personally am not finding it. Not finding it in spades, at least in this game. There are certain situations, but this is a main story mission. For a main story mission, no. This is perfect side quest sort of shit. You go off, speak to a couple of nobodies that no one cares about, you'll never see again. Get some gems for it, power up your character. For this to be a main mission, it's not really doing it for me. Okay, so I got his little questionnaire wrong. I am not running around this game world to find out the answers to that shit. I done that last time in one of the previous sections of the playthrough. Not doing it here. I got at least 2 out of 3 of those questions right because you hear the little chime. Just going to bluff it and see if I get it this time. There we go. Nope, not going to waste another 20 minutes journeying around the area to try and find out what that crap was all about. One other thing about the voice acting. People online have mentioned in forums and communities and stuff to do with Gravity Rush that the game doesn't need voice acting, it's perfect as it is. It's so great in how it reminds them of an anime. And maybe I've taken them up wrong on the things that they're saying there. Maybe they're going on more of the artistic style, something like that. I just don't know how they can sort of shoehorn that in with it having no voice acting. because I don't know about the anime that they've seen, but any that I've seen has voice actors. Yes, maybe with English subs. But what I mean is, the characters are moving, they're running, they're fighting, they're doing whatever they're doing. Out comes the Japanese voices and the English subtitles pop up. But it's actually flowing, the characters are moving. In this game you get this, headshots, where the facial type changes 2-3 times. Your character stands there perfectly still, the little headshots pop up, you read the dialogue, it changes once or twice. That's it. I have never seen an anime in my life like this. I wouldn't want to either. If anything, it would be something more like I don't even know if I could say it. I was going to say more of like a comic book style, but that's really like what happens before and after the missions. Not really those little dialogue sections. Oh shit. Looks like a forgotten newt. Well, we'll go back to get him, I suppose. And well, imagine that if you could control gravity. Just lifting people up, setting them down on the top of extremely high buildings. Be like, yeah mate, make your own way down. Or worse still, just taking them up to like cloud level, just dropping them. Okay, here we go. Come back here, you. Looks like the chase is on. So don't let the infestation reach 100. Hit it with a super move. Oh shit, no. Infestation skyrocketed. What is going on? Shit, I've done terrible there. It was over in no time. Right, gotta do something differently this time round. Right, I must have been hitting the wrong area on this character's body to raise that infestation level. So as long as I avoid hitting Echo, the girl, I should be okay. It doesn't look as if the infestation level is raising that quick, if anything at all. With the combat in this game, it seems like there's quite a few enemies that if you're just kicking them on like ground level, you can't do any damage. So you're really forced to either use your special attack or a gravity kick. I just wish there was a bit more variation there in the attacks you had to carry out. And while I do like this finishing move, this looks as if it's just the same as the one that was carried out on the last boss. So is there not going to be any variation in finishing off these enemies? That's going to get a bit boring after a while. I hope it does change up eventually. And that brings us to the end of the episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and you will come back for episode 8 where I will be taking on story mission 8. Please leave a like and subscribe or just like. Either one will do. Thank you very much for your time and hope to see you again next time.